Hello students, today we are going to do the chapter Machines. What is a machine? A machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force at some point by applying a small force at a convenient point and in a desired direction, or by which we can obtain a gain in speed. A machine can be used for various purposes. A simple machine can be used as a force multiplier, that is to say, for lifting a heavy load by applying less effort, and a very common example is a crowbar. It can be used for obtaining a gain in speed, which means a greater movement of load by a smaller movement of effort, as it is done in a pair of scissors when used for cutting a piece of cloth. It can be used in changing the direction of effort to a convenient direction, and the common example is a single fixed pulley. A machine can also be used in changing the point of application of effort to a convenient point, and the common example is the rear wheel of bicycle is rotated by applying effort on the pedal. A machine cannot be used as a force multiplier as well as a speed multiplier simultaneously, because for a machine used as a force multiplier, the effort is less than load, while for a machine used to obtain gain in speed, effort is greater than load. Some common terms we have to understand for understanding this chapter: load, effort, MA, VR, efficiency. One by one, we'll explain this. Load is the resistive force to be overcome by a machine. It is represented by L. Effort represented by E, and it is the force applied on the machine to overcome the load. Mechanical advantage is a ratio of load to the effort, which is written as MA is equal to L by E. While using a machine, if effort needed is less than the load, then machine has mechanical advantage greater than 1, while if it needs the effort greater than the load, it has mechanical advantage less than 1. If the machine has mechanical advantage equal to 1, in that case, the effort needed is equal to the load. A machine having mechanical advantage greater than 1 acts as a force multiplier, while a machine having mechanical advantage less than 1 acts as a speed multiplier, or it is used for gain in speed. The machine having mechanical advantage equal to 1 is generally used to change the direction of effort, as there is no gain in effort or speed. Mechanical advantage has no unit. Velocity ratio. The ratio of velocity of effort to the velocity of load is called the velocity ratio. It is written as VR is equal to VE upon VL. Velocity ratio is also defined as the ratio of the displacement of effort to the displacement of load, provided the time is the same. So VR is equal to dE by dL. If dL is greater than dE, then velocity ratio will be less than 1, and such a machine gives gain in speed. If dL is less than dE, the velocity ratio is greater than 1. That means in this case, the machine acts as a force multiplier. If dL is equal to dE, velocity ratio will be 1. Then the machine is generally used to change the direction of effort. Velocity ratio, just like mechanical advantage, does not have any unit. Work output now. To understand about work output, the work done by the machine on the load is called work output. work output is equal to work done on the load. Now coming on to the next term, work input. The work done on the machine by the effort is called work input. That is to say, work input is equal to work done by the effort. The new term, efficiency. Efficiency of a machine is the ratio of work output to the work input. Efficiency is usually expressed as a percentage, so we can write it as efficiency is equal to work output upon work input multiplied by 100%. Efficiency has no unit. A machine can never be 100% efficient, or the efficiency of a machine can never be 100% because a machine can never be frictionless. It can never be weightless. So anytime in your examination, if you are asked to explain the question or they ask you why can't a machine be 100% efficient, you can give a simpler answer the way it has been explained to you. That means a machine can never be frictionless and a machine can never be weightless. Because of this, the efficiency can never be 100%. For understanding principle of an ideal machine, you can easily write, for an ideal machine, output energy will always be equal to input energy. An ideal machine is the machine which is 100% efficient, which in practice cannot be possible, right? So generally we use practical machines and we'll be giving the explanation mostly on the basis of practical machines. Now coming on to the definition of an ideal machine. An ideal machine is that machine in which there is no loss of energy. That means a machine with efficiency 100%. And in an ideal machine, output energy will always be equal to the input energy. The common machines which we use in our day-to-day life, we call them as actual machines or the practical machines. So, a machine having output energy less than the input energy is known as a practical machine. Or we can say a machine having efficiency less than 100% is known as a practical machine. And for a practical machine, output energy will always be less than the input energy. Most commonly, you are asked to give a relationship between efficiency, mechanical advantage and velocity ratio. So, you'll be writing the definition of load, effort, mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency first, which I have already explained before. After writing the definitions, you'll be writing the work input, which will be equal to effort into displacement of effort, and work output, which is equal to load into displacement of load. Then writing the formula for efficiency. Efficiency is equal to work output upon work input. You'll be writing the value of load and displacement of load, effort and displacement of effort. That means efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage into 1 upon dE by dL, and efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage upon velocity ratio. For an ideal machine, the work output is equal to work input, and the efficiency will be equal to 1 or 100%. Mechanical advantage will be equal to velocity ratio for an ideal machine. But for an actual machine or a practical machine, work output will be less than work input. Means efficiency will be less than 1 or less than 100%. And in such case, the mechanical advantage will be less than the velocity ratio. The efficiency in an actual machine is less than 1 or less than 100% because the energy is wasted in the form of friction, and due to which the heat is produced and the machine gets heated. Therefore, the efficiency of the machine reduces.